tips.
With that completed, I want you to get to your little Gmail button so you can get to your Sheets button. And on Sheets, we are going to create a blank sheet. When that sheet launches, I want you to call it Fun Chart and put your name after it. And then go to the next training movie. Alright, I would like you to skip one cell and I'd like you to put name. And then you can put goals and assists. You can put songs and albums. I don't care what two things you put out here, but you do need two things that you can have numbers. And then below the name, I want you to put 5 people that would fit that. They can be real or they can be fake. I don't really care. But get 5 of them and then fill in these numbers with numbers less than 30. Just because that makes our data work better. The numbers do not matter. I just want them to all be different. When you've got that done, go to the next training movie. Because it's how we work, let's make sure we follow our normal steps where we make these bold. So we're learning the bold. And then I'd also like them centered. So find the horizontal align. Let's shade that in so it looks a little fancier. Make sure you always use one of the lighter colors. Don't use the dark ones because it's harder to read. And now we've got a nifty piece of data, but we need totals by person, and we need totals by the group. Totals are pretty cool. You just click the box below. You find the formula functions, and a total is another word for a sum. When you do the sum, it says where, and you grab the part you want to add. So we want to add from B3 all the way to B7 and press enter. And then we want to add these as well, so we're going to use the cool autofill to just drag that to the right. We're going to make those more visible by making them larger and more bold, and then we're also going to shade in those boxes as well. And last but not least, let's center them. When you've got that done, please go to the next training movie. Alright, let's do one more formula. First, let's write total here, and then let's write average on this line. Let's make those bold, and let's move those to the right. That way they're closer to the cells where their numbers are. Watch quickly as I do the average for you. We click this button, we choose average. It once again says where, and we grab the cells that we want. So B3 to B7. Make sure you don't grab B8 because that would be the number for the total, which would be silly. So our average goals on my silly numbers were 12.4. Don't forget the paint format tool. We can simply click that and copy the format down below. So now they look the same. And then grab this autofill and drag it across in your formats. So in my little fun playful sheet that I made, they averaged 14.2 assists and 12.4 goals in my group. Yours can have different numbers. Just remember we want to keep them below 30 for the next part of this project. At this point, I want you to go up to the 1. Right click right on the 1 and insert one above. Select by going in the middle. Notice I'm not clicking. I'm in the middle of A. I'm clicking and holding. That way I selected those 3. I'm clicking the merge cells. And then in the box, put in the title for your chart. Now I'm going to be funny and pretend that mine was hockey, even though I had soccer type stuff listed there. You can put whatever you want. It does not matter. Just fill it in. Make it big, make it bold, make it centered. And then when it looks groovy like that, go to the next training movie. Okay, remember today's lesson was about making a chart. Here is where we do it. Practicing selecting again. This time we grab from name. Notice I did not let go. And we stop at the bottom of the assist. Do not grab the totals and the average. Scooch on out and find the chart button. Hit insert. and notice it automatically figured out that we were tracking goals and assists. It picked smart numbers, it put our names underneath, and it showed goals in blue and assist in red. This is the smartest kind of chart for this. You could fiddle around and pick, but I don't want you to. I want us to stay back with the recommendations of goals and assist. And hit insert. It plops it right in the way, and I'd like you to promptly move it to the right. And then I'd like you to click on one color bar and change it to something you think is cooler, and click on the other bar and change it to something you think is cooler as well. So you can just experiment with how you can adjust your chart to make it say what you want. Of course, with me, I like my blue and silver, so there you go. When you have got your page looking like this, you can head to that next training movie. Alright, now that you've got your amazing chart finished, I need you to share a screenshot to Classroom. I'm going to ask you to do that by going to All Programs, hitting Duck Link, and hitting Duck Capture. When the little Duck Capture window pops up on your screen, I want you to choose Region. When it turns gray, I want you to grab just the chart area. So I'm going to shrink that down so it has my name of what I named it and all the parts. And then when you hit save, it saves to your desktop. And with that captured, I want you to go to our Google Classroom, and in Google Classroom, find the assignment I've given you today where it says turn in a screen cap of your completed chart. You can use these screen capture tools. I'm just teaching you duck capture. The point is, though, you must add a file, and I'm going to get mine from my computer. Like I said, it is on the desktop, so I switch to the desktop button. Make sure you can see that. And when I scroll down, it is recorded on today's date, so I can tell by the date that it was recorded, and then I upload it. And it will instantly show up. You can see the groovy little chart right there, and you can turn it in, and then head to your modules. Good job, and let's have a great day.
Unicorn Zombie Apocalypse.